Hey guys, it's Christina Kasky here with Forever Board Soapery. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to work on my Ocean Breeze soap. So this one is a layered soap with a bit of the gradual effect, the ombre effect. I think it might be, I think there's a difference between the two. I think it's the gradual effect that I'm using today, but we're gonna do that. So basically we start with a darker blue on the bottom and work our way up to a nice light baby blue gradually, with clear defined layers in between each, so you can really see the progression. Now, I haven't done this one before with my water discount yet. I just wasn't doing water discounts the last time I made it. However, I think that the water discount will be a good thing to help thicken up each of the layers in between, like to get them to set, I guess, so that I can add the next layer sort of thing. I'm not looking for even layers by any means or anything like that. I don't need them to be perfect lines or anything in this particular soap, but I still do like to have that clear definition between each layer, so we shall see. So far here I've got my oils, my kaolin clay, and my goat's milk, and I'm just going to add my lye in. We got some new items in the shop. Our lady who makes the tumblers, she just brought in some new tumblers and even some discounted ones. So there's some on sale for $15 right now. You come by the shop. And we have another lady who is making some glitter mugs for wine, which are really cute as well. And then we're starting to get lots of little things that'll look really great in an Easter basket. So whether you're looking for like a personal care, spoil yourself type basket with some luxury goat's milk and scrubs and lotions, or if you're looking for maybe something for the kiddos, there's some cute little squishable stuffed animals and zipper pull, what do you call these things? Little trinkets, I guess. I started getting the candles out on the shelves. They're starting to get out there for sale. I'm going to have some Easter crafty type kits coming in, probably in the next week here. Somebody should be bringing them by. So just some fun things to do. Okay, so I don't want to go too wild here with this today because I have so many layers to do. We we will add to it as we go. Okay, so we are going to start. Figured I'd do 800 grams for each layer. Let's see how that works out. It works out to be about 200 grams per loaf. And again, perfect measurements, that sort of thing. I'm not too concerned about this go round. I don't think it'll be as important as in some, but this guy over here so you can see. So I just have my 800 grams in here. Oh, we forgot to add the fragrance. Let's do that really quickly here. Set that aside. So we're still using, I use 5% pretty much in every one of my fragrances, unless it says it should be less. So if it says it should be less, then I'll use less, but in this case it's up to 10%, so we're fine at 5. And then we're gonna, I just gotta figure out my math here, bear with me guys. So like 25, yeah, just about 25, so about 20, actually, this way. Why not measure it perfectly, right? Okay, so I'm going with about 22 grams of fragrance in each little section. And then I'm going to do, I know it's like a teaspoon per pound and we've got 800 grams here, but I'm just gonna do a teaspoon. I think with this bright color, that shall be sufficient here. Set that over there. All right, and then we'll get this mixed up to trace here now. Molds and things out and figure out how I'm going to do this so you guys can still see what's happening. Okay. Okay, so we've got our 4 molds, and then my problem, or my non-problem, is that we need to have them on an angle. So what I need to do is have each one just slightly elevated. Doesn't have to be too crazy, but it does need to be there for what I want. Okay. And we shall see what this looks like when we pour. I love this blue, it's so pretty. Okay, so we'll just give this a bit of a tap here. It's a little bit even throughout the bar itself, but that's good. So now we need to do another 800 grams in this guy. Now this guy is going to get half a teaspoon. This is the Royal Blue Mica from Windy Point, if you guys are looking for this specific color. We're gonna do half a teaspoon at this time of that one. And then we're bringing in our pigment neon blue, and we're gonna do half a teaspoon of it as well. Okay, and we need our 22 grams of this guy. There we go. Slide the scale out of the way here. And blend again. So this is just making a really nice subtle difference, so we can get that gentle, gradual effect. This one to be a little bit poury, so we're going to stop here. And I'm just going to try and aim for kind of the far side here of the mold and let it kind of gently roll on top of the rest. Hopefully. Oops. Okay, so that actually went fairly well. You can use a spatula too, guys, just to help break the fall. Definitely an option. For sure. I do kind of like it when it looks a little uneven and not perfect though, so I'm not as fussy about it in this particular one. All right, so another 800. All right, and then this time we're doing just the straight neon pigment blue. So we'll do 1 teaspoon of that guy. And we'll take our 22 grams of this fragrance. And this is Dancing Waters from Windy Point. I do change the name again to My Ocean Breeze. My Ocean Breeze was something I put it out on Facebook and asked everybody what they wanted to see as a name for the fragrance or recommendations, and one of my Facebook peeps recommended Ocean Breeze, and I thought, oh, that's nice. And then I thought, well, there's lots of ocean breezes out there, so I adjusted it just slightly to My Ocean Breeze. Now, I feel like that layer went fast, and I don't know that the other one's fully set up, so I am just going to break it a little bit this time around, just to ensure that it goes nicely. Really doesn't seem to matter how big of a table I get, it's never going to be big enough for me and my space. I always feel like I need more room. Okay. Okay, so now we are gonna let those guys set a little bit. We'll do another 800 grams. And then this time, we're gonna go with a little bit of the neon blue again, so probably half a teaspoon of that guy. And then we're done with the neon blue, and we're coming in with some flash blue. And again, half a teaspoon of this guy. We're just trying to lighten it up a little bit. And our 22 grams. Hold it. Okay, and we'll blendy blendy. Just going to take out my little thingies, little cloths here. For the momento. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and just pour right down into it. Alright, and this one's definitely not set yet, so we're moving really fast. I don't know that I need to be moving that fast, but since I'm impatient, we'll just use this guy. I just don't want it to break through that much. Don't mind if it breaks through a little bit, but it's really breaking through. That's not what I'm going for. Okay, I'll just give this a little evening out a bit. Beautiful. Okie dokie, so next we are going to do another 800. Another 800, and we're going to do a full teaspoon of the flash glue. This happens to be a half tablespoon, so that's why I'm not filling it quite all the way, guys. And I'm hoping you can see this on camera, that it is definitely lightening up. Hopefully you're able to see that. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to start sloping the other way? You know what, I think I will. Just for the one layer, just to give it a little bit of a, like an ocean wavy, crashing back and forth sort of deal going on. We'll see if it works. Okay. And here we go. So this one's a nice like green almost color, this flash blue. It's interesting to me how different the micas actually look from the colors that they are, or even the colors that they talk about. Like, I wouldn't expect like a seafoamy green to be called flash blue, but it's also potentially just the color it turns in my soap mixture. Somebody else's soap mixture, maybe it is a beautiful flash blue. Okay. And guess what we're doing again? 800 more, guys. Alright, so now this time we get a teensy bit, like half a teaspoon of our flash blue. And we're coming in hot with some titanium dioxide this time. Spoon. And again, we're going for that half a teaspoon action. And our 22. Okay. So again, with this one, it's a nice light green. I don't know what color you would call this, but it's definitely not anything crazy blue, that's for sure, in my mind. Okay, so now for our final layer, we're going to do the remaining of the batter. This will probably be fairly close to 800 again, I think. Just kind of did a rough calculation. I didn't go for perfection on this one in regards to the size of the layers. I'm gonna do a quick wipe over here. We got a lot of soap on the table. Okay, and she's getting the last of our fragrance oils. And we're gonna see about a teaspoon of titanium dioxide. Now there's a fair amount of blue batter still, well not a fair amount, but a little bit of blue batter still in here. So we're hoping that that's enough to give it just a nice light blue tint. Let's see what it looks feeling like I would like to see just a little bit more than that. So we're just gonna grab that flash blue, just like a quarter of a teaspoon. Jeepers on Dropsy today. She's gone. To it, and we are going to pull out our cloths again. And we are going to pour. Okay, and then I'm going to take this last little bit here, and I'm going to give it a little more white, really give us a nice clean white on the top, hopefully. It's still going to have that bluish tint to it, but just a little bit more of that graduation. And we'll top these guys off. Okay, now just quickly before I go too far, just having a good look-see to see who's full to the brim and who has a little bit more space, that sort of thing. Okay. So I think that is what we've got. Pretty happy with it. I'm looking at the one I did last time, and it looks like I did bring the sides into the middle a little bit just to give it a nice little, excuse me, an arch on the top. So we'll probably do that again with this one. But other than that, I think it was pretty basic. I didn't go too crazy with the top on it. Wanted the focus, I guess, just to be the waves. But that's a really good fragrance blend. Didn't accelerate, didn't cause me any grief at all. Very happy with it. And not sure if I've shared, but if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm wiping out all the excess soap batter from the containers, and basically all the equipment and everything else, because I don't want all of this going down my drain. Just want to keep your drains as clean as possible with the least amount of oils and lye and all that stuff going down there. And then, yeah, just having it as clean as possible. And then I just leave my cloths to sit. I do them once a week on Saturdays. I take everything home and then I'll wash them, but then the soap batters all had time to saponify and turn into soap. And I just run them through the washing machine there. Okay. Done. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. I will bring you back for the cut just so you can see what it looks like all finalized, and we'll see how she does. Hey guys, it is officially the next day, and I am going to cut the My Ocean Breeze soap. It smells amazing. I really like this color on top here. It's like almost like a light, cool, minty green kind of color. I'd like to do another soap in that, maybe like a cucumber mint, except I'm not sure if you guys seen yesterday, I dropped the flash blue container. There was probably enough in it maybe to do one more soap, or one more batch of soap. I dropped it and I can't find it. So I don't know if it went under the fridge or I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some crawling around on my hands and knees to find it. Because I like this color for sure, but I think it would be good with a cucumber mint for sure. But and I did do some texturing on the top just to kind of bring it into the center a bit. In a mess. So I know if you guys watched my previous videos there, you've seen that I made a whole bunch of aprons for myself so I wouldn't have a dirty apron every time I came onto camera. That apparently is just a fantasy because I have 4 or 5 aprons now. And they're all just dirty all the time. I'm so messy that I'm just dirty as soon as I use them. So I just can't bring myself to wear it one time and wash it and so on when I'm just making soap over and over again. So I've kind of started dedicating my aprons. So I have my green ones are for when I'm doing concrete or painting, And then the black ones are for when I'm soap making or bath bombs and things like that. And just kind of limiting them in that way, so I'm not, you know, getting concrete in my soap or whatever. But otherwise, it's just not working out. They're just dirty all the time. That's an M piece there. See, that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Excuse me, I got a very dry throat today. I'll ring these around just so you guys can have a good look. See. So there's this guy. It's pretty nice. And then this guy. I love the way the kind of looks like waves there. That looks awesome. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with how these guys all turned out. However, not leaving enough room on my little thing here for everybody to fit. Ta-da! And I think it's probably showing you guys fairly well on camera what it looks like, but I don't know if it's really giving you the kind of the clear difference in the colors and the different layers. It's really good. Really happy with this one. And it takes a lot for me to be happy with myself. I was watching back some of my videos over the last few days just to kind of see what it looks like on the TV, to be perfectly honest. I do a lot of my YouTube watching on my TV, and I was curious kind of what my film looks like, or my videos look like. Some of them I found, you know, the sound isn't so great, or I definitely got to do something about lighting at some point, but these are all things that are down the line. I'm trying not to pressure myself. The big goal was just to get on here, not so much to perfect it just now. That will come for sure, but for now it's just to be here, do what I like doing, and then I can learn as I go, and I'm trying not to pressure myself into learning everything at once. But yeah, so I was on there and I noticed that I am so fussy about my soaps. I'm forever saying, well, that didn't work. That didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, or that is not what I don't like that smell or whatever. I was like, geez, I sound pretty freaking negative, considering I love doing this. I love the work that I do. I love the scents and the smells and the colors, and getting different, almost being surprised, I guess, by each of the things that I make. Like, I just never know what I'm gonna get, sort of thing. I just felt like I was being awfully negative, considering I love doing this. But that being said, this is a soap that I'm super happy with, so no negativity here. However, we're gonna take a look here. See, one of my wires has fallen off again. I have this one wire. I have to do some research. If you guys know, please do let me know in the comments below. I have one wire that keeps popping off. I don't know if it needs to be tighter, looser, if there's something wrong with said wire. This is the same section that broke last time. Something's up, but I keep getting, let's see if you guys can see this, but I've got big fat guy and little thin guy. because it's popping off there. It's driving me crazy. And it just means that somebody is getting a really big bar of soap every time. So not a terrible thing for them. And I've been weighing them when they do that, because I list my soaps at 110 grams, which I'm being pretty conservative. They're probably closer to 125. So when it does do that, it's still hitting the 110, which is good. But I just don't like having those mismatching shape or sizes. I'd like them all to be more uniform. That's the whole point of having this lovely bar cutter, is so everything is nice and uniform. So when it sneaks over and decides to do some weird shape, it's a problem, or size. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. This one's got like a little extra deep section, little circle in there. It's where all the fishies are hiding, is in that little hole. Okie dokie. Cha 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 cha. So I thought for sure this morning our school bus runs were going to get canceled, because I thought it was going to be minus 35 with the wind chill, and that's our cutoff here in Alberta, Canada. That if we hit minus 35 degrees, in our school district anyways, whether that's the actual temperature or if it's just with the wind chill, we shut her down. Just determined to be too cold to operate the buses with the kids on it, in case you have a breakdown or anything like that, which makes total sense. But I thought for sure I was going to get a little bit of a sleep in this morning, and no, it was only minus 30 this morning. It's supposed to be minus 35 as the day progresses, so it's supposed to get a little bit chillier, but it was only minus 30, so I had to get up and excuse me, get moving and do. It fell right off the wire here, guys, so I don't know. I have to do some research on this. This is a problem. Not even going through what it needs to go through. Ugh. Okay. I really just love the looks of this bar, and so did everybody else too, I should say. This is one of the bars I did later in the year, and I think I have 3 left right now. Everybody was just really loving the pattern on it, which is awesome. So here's my ginormous bar, jeepers. And this poor bar, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we've got the wire popped off and started coming down before the little nodule thingies here, and I had to push it over. So this will be a sample bar for somebody, for sure. Can't sell that guy. Ginormous bar again. So a couple people are going to get some big, beautiful, ginormous bars. Most people will get an average bar. And then I guess I've got a sample or 2. I think just 1 sample. The other ones should be okay, but hopefully, you know, those who get the ginormous bars don't think that my bar should always be ginormous. That's a problem. I'm gonna guess this is too tight. This is my theory. but I don't know, because it gets off and it's hard to get it back over there. But I'll have to do some research. Maybe I'll get lucky and somebody's done a YouTube video on it. I'll do a Google or a YouTube search, see if anybody did, you know, tips and tricks on wiring your soap cutter. And if I don't find anything, if you know a lot about soap cutters and the pros and cons and whatnot, and you know, when to tighten, when to loosen, why this keeps slipping off, all the good stuff, do a YouTube video for us. I can't be the only one who's having this problem. Okay, but it looks good. I'm happy with this soap. I'm done for today on soap, I think. I am going to, I think I might do some bath bombs here if I have enough time. I have an appointment this afternoon, so my husband's coming to watch the shop, but if I have enough time, I think I will do some bath bombs. I got these cool little Easter egg mold things that I want to try, and I might try actually doing some mica painting this time. I've never done it before, so I thought that would be something fun and new to try as well. I just have always just had my bath bombs just be one shade or a couple of different shades, but no mica painting, and I thought that could be cool, so I might do a few of those up. Alrighty, well, we'll chat with you guys again next time, and overall, just super happy with the way these guys turned out. Talk to you soon.